Behold, the legendary 13th monkey of Montevideo, whose sacrifice will eternally bind the oceans themselves to my infernal will. Impressed yet?
Not half as much as I'll be when Guybrush guts your diseased carcass with his voodoo cutlass, you doddering sack of scum.
I wouldn't hold your breath, waiting for any last-minute heroics, my dear. The last I saw of your mighty pirate husband, he was being torn apart by a school of my ravenous piranha poodles.
All right, LeChuck, put down the monkey and back away from my wife.
Guybrush!
Threepwood! You led me a merry chase, but soon the dread mysteries of these ancient simians will be mine, and the seas will run red with the blood of my enemies.
Yeah, well, you fight like
No time to waste, Guybrush. Finish enchanting that sword before LeChuck completes his spell.
I'm on it. One LeChuck defeating cursed cutlass of Kaflu coming up. Now, where did I leave those handy voodoo instructions?
They're pinned to your mast.
Oh, yeah. Come to Guybrush, you spooky voodoo recipe, you. Well, I had to sail 6 of the 7 major seas to find the ingredients, but I finally finished the cutlass. Almost. Now all I need to do is find some fizzy root beer to spray on it, and LeChuck's as good as toast. Icky disease toast.
Don't worry about me.
I wonder if there's anything useful down there. Nope, nothing but a bunch of lazy crewmen. I can't believe I spent so much time recruiting those guys.
Have you looked in that creepy monkey coffin? Roots are starting to chafe.
Cease your infernal struggling, or I'll gut you from gob to gizzard.
Have you looked in that creepy monkey coffin? Have you no heart, LeChuck? Have you looked in that creepy monkey coffin?
Nothing in there but a decade's worth of fantastic pirate voodoo.
The cutlass of Kaflu is the only thing that can stop LeChuck.
Ah, the legendary monkey casket of Kauai. I'll never forget the horrible hula of Hades I had to do to get this thing. Is this thing sloshing? 4 words you don't want to hear when you pick up a coffin. You wouldn't believe all the incredible adventures I went through finding all the parts for this thing. I wonder how you open this thing. Aha! A seltzer bottle full of root beer. I haven't seen one of these since before I had a beard. Bet this stuff will work wonders on my cutlass. Alright, time to give this cutlass a root beer shower. Flat root beer? What kind of second-rate voodoo seltzer bottle has flat root beer? Elaine thought I was an idiot for buying the auto-navigation option, but who's the idiot now, huh? Looks like I've got some fizzing to do.
You can do it, sweetie.
Cease your infernal struggling, or I'll gut you from gob to gizzard.
I'd fire the cannon, but Elaine jettisoned all my ammo after I accidentally sunk her mother's schooner. All right, time to give this cutlass a root beer shower. Flat root beer? What kind of second-rate voodoo seltzer bottle has flat root beer?
You'll be sorry when my sweet patootie gets his hands on you, nutchuck. If the root beer's flat, try making it fizzy.
Elaine thought I was an idiot for buying the auto-navigation option, but who's the idiot now, huh? I don't know what LeChuck's doing to that poor monkey, but it can't be good. I don't know what LeChuck's doing to that poor monkey, but it can't be good. It's a seltzer bottle full of root beer. It looks kind of flat. Whoa, this city. Prepare to meet your frosty carbonated maker, LeChuck.
Arr! Come and get me, you dirt-digging dirty dipper!
Stop showboating and spray the sword, Guybrush.
I'm not showboating, I'm... Whoa. Oops.
And now we're going to die. Again. Wonderful.
Okay, no problem. I just need to find a fresh supply of impossible-to-find voodoo root beer. I sure hope there's some on Elaine's ship, because mine's as dry as a bone. And not one of those wet bones. I'm talking a dry, dry bone. Elaine, my beautiful butter...
What?
I said, Elaine, my beautiful butter...
Beautiful butter?
I was gonna say buttercup, but you keep cutting me off.
Oh, Guybrush. Now stop the chuck or we're all dead.
Elaine, you've got inordinately strong thighs. See if you can swing me that rope.
It's not long enough, but I've got a better idea.
How'd you do that?
You don't spend several years at the side of Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate, without picking up a few tricks, darling.
My ship, my booty, my collection of autographed sextants.
We'll buy you some more sextants later. Just stop LeChuck.
Ah, Threepwood. So good of you to join us. Saves me the trouble of having to sink your ship.
Elaine,
Guybrush?
now that we're reunited, what should we do?
First, you should look for a way to replace that root beer you dropped.
What's LeChuck doing with all these monkeys anyway?
I think it's some sort of blood sacrifice in exchange for the secret language of plankton. Or maybe he just really hates monkeys. It's all been a little vague.
That's strange. LeChuck's soul-chilling schemes are usually so well planned.
Nothing can stop me now.
It's Elaine's barrel of light grog. It's like real grog, only without the taste, calories, or debilitating blackouts. I wondered where all my gunpowder went after the mother-in-law incident. Hang in there, guys. We'll get you out as soon as I put an end to LeChuck. LeChuck!
What?
Would you mind releasing my wife? She gets a little cranky when she's tied up for more than an hour or so.
Your wife? Nay, Elaine is destined to be my bride.
You look like something the cat dragged in and spat up on the floor, LeChuck.
Ha! My outer shell is meaningless, you fool. Within my decaying flesh courses more voodoo power than your pitiful mind can possibly imagine.
Hey, LeChuck!
Die.
Those roots could really use a trim.
Yes.
Let's see if we can cut back some of those unruly roots. There, much neater.